Is love just about staying together? Or do silent hurt and a simple misunderstanding change two lives forever? If tears don't well up in your eyes after watching the story till the end, I would say you have perhaps never truly loved anyone. Ashraf and Sathi's journey began beneath the green canopy of the banyan tree at their college. Ashraf was a quiet, somewhat shy boy, while Sathi was a lively, cheerful girl full of light. Every single day, Ashraf would stand near the college gate for hours just to catch a glimpse of Sathi walking by. That admiration from afar gradually bloomed into deep love. Sathi, too, slowly began to read the unspoken emotion in his gaze. One afternoon, standing near the corner outside college, Ashraf gathered his courage and confessed, "I love you, Sathi." Sathi didn't say a word. She just offered a soft, sweet smile to give her consent. Months passed, filled with golden memories. Their days of love felt straight out of a fairy tale, riding rickshaws together, sipping hot tea on the college porch during heavy rains, and weaving countless dreams for the future. Ashraf trusted Sathi more than his own life, and to Sathi, Ashraf was the very center of her universe. However, destiny had other plans. A dark cloud descended upon this vibrant canvas of love on one ordinary afternoon. It was Sathi's birthday. Ashraf had spent all his savings to buy a beautiful purple saree for her, the color she adored most. But that very afternoon, he received a desperate call from an old friend whose younger sister was admitted to the hospital in critical condition. Ashraf rushed to the hospital to arrange blood. In the sudden hurry, he left his phone behind on the college desk. Meanwhile, Sathi waited at the restaurant. Hours slipped by, but Ashraf didn't show up. She tried calling him repeatedly, but no one answered. Overwhelmed by hurt and disappointment, her eyes filled with tears. Right at that moment, a friend of Sathi arrived at the restaurant and showed her a photo on her phone. Ashraf was holding another girl in a tight embrace at the hospital. Unaware of the truth, Sathi assumed Ashraf had betrayed her. When Ashraf finally arrived to meet her after leaving the hospital, Sathi's eyes no longer held love, only intense hatred. Ashraf tried 100 times to explain. "Sathi, it's not what you think. Please, listen to me just once." But Sathi was in no mood to listen. Returning the gift box to his hands, she spoke with a tear-choked voice. "Never come in front of me again, Ashraf. I despise this fake love of yours." After that day, Sathi never stood under the college banyan tree again. Ashraf would sit there every day, dialing her number 1,000 times. But there was only silence, and a turned-off phone message from the other end. Ashraf realized that his love story was trapped behind a poison of misunderstanding. A few days passed. Sathi locked herself in a corner of her room, her days passing in tears, while Ashraf lived with a chest full of agony. One morning, Ashraf's friend, whose sister Ashraf went to donate blood for, came to know about the situation. Realizing the mistake, he went straight to Sathi's house. Standing before Sathi, the friend said, "Sathi, that day Ashraf was getting ready to come to your birthday, but my sister was on the verge of death. Ashraf matched his blood group and donated his own blood to save her life. The girl in that photo was my sister. After getting the blood, she simply hugged Ashraf in gratitude and cried out of relief. Ashraf didn't lie to you even a bit. He loves you more than his own life." Hearing these words, the ground beneath Sathi's feet seemed to slip away. What had she done? She had insulted the person who loved her the most. Without wasting another moment, Sathi ran towards that college banyan tree, where Ashraf used to wait for her every day. But today, the place was completely empty. Sathi could no longer control her tears. She began looking around frantically. Sathi ran around the banyan tree like crazy. "Ashraf, where are you?" "I'm here." Sathi's crying, filled with guilt and the pain of love, made the entire surroundings feel heavy. But except for the rustling mahogany leaves under the banyan tree, there was no answer. Just then, a familiar deep sigh came from behind. Sathi turned around to see Ashraf sitting quietly on a bench hidden just behind the banyan tree. He had dark circles under his eyes, messy hair, and a completely pale face. Seeing Sathi, he slowly stood up. Without delaying for a single moment, Sathi ran over and fell to her knees before Ashraf. Clutching both of Ashraf's hands, she burst into tears. "Forgive me, Ashraf. I didn't trust you. I made a mistake. That day, without understanding, I blamed you so harshly. Please don't ever leave me." Ashraf showed no anger or resentment at all. He gently lifted Sathi up to her feet. Then, wiping away Sathi's tears with his own hands, he softly said, "Misunderstandings and hurt are bound to happen in love, Sathi, but trust should never be lost. I was never angry with you. I was just terrified that you might never come back into my life." Before he could finish his sentence, Sathi embraced Ashraf with complete devotion. The very tears that once played the sad tune of separation now washed away all the built-up misunderstandings. After that, some more time passed, but perhaps fate was not yet finished testing their love. Ashraf's family suddenly brought a marriage proposal for him, with a distant relative's daughter. Ashraf's father was a very strict man. He clearly stated that if Ashraf did not agree to this marriage, he would disown him from all family relationships. Ashraf found himself in an extreme dilemma. On one hand was his father's honor and family, and on the other hand was Sathi, who was dearer to him than his own life. Ashraf met Sathi and opened up about everything. Tears gathered in the corners of Sathi's eyes once again, but this time she held Ashraf's hand tightly and said, "We will not do anything wrong by running away, Ashraf. You explain everything to your father. I believe our true love can never lose." That day, Ashraf went and stood before his father. Falling to his knees, he held his father's hands and broke down in tears. Ashraf said, "Father, Sathi is not just my love, she is a part of my life. I can never be happy without her." Seeing Ashraf's tear-filled eyes and his devotion to Sathi, even his strict father's heart eventually melted. He realized that a forced relationship could never bring his son happiness. Finally, with his father's consent, Ashraf and Sathi's wedding date was fixed amidst great joy. On that day, Sathi wore the same purple sari that Ashraf had gifted her, the one he had spent all his savings to buy. During the auspicious moments of the wedding, as they recalled the old memories under the banyan tree, tears welled up in both their eyes. But this time, the tears were not of sorrow. They were of pure fulfillment. Love might lose its way sometimes and stand at difficult crossroads. But if there is power in truth and trust, no storm can break it. The dark clouds of hurt parted forever, and Ashraf and Sathi's love story finally found its eternal completion. If our love story today touched your heart and brought a tear to your eye, please subscribe to our channel right now. Your single subscription inspires us to create more beautiful and emotional stories. Thank you.